realtors that live and work in your neighborhood. We're happy to be a part of your story. So insightful. Hey there, and welcome to another episode of LimeLite, where we feature local realtors that live and work in your neighborhood and ask them questions about the real estate market. Today is my friend Sabrina Costa. Sabrina, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. We're excited to have you. Can you tell us a little bit about you and who you are?
Yeah, I am a local agent in McHenry County in Crystal Lake. Specifically, that's where I live. I've got 3 kids, 4-year-old twins, a 9-year-old who are my world. And we're near the heart of Crystal Lake, and this is where I try to do most of my business. I love it here. But I did grow up in Rogers Park and Morton Grove. So I have a lot of my family and friends that live in Cook County. So I'm selling houses all over the place. I'm in Orland Park, down to McHenry, Woodstock, Grays Lake if I need to be. So all over the place where, anybody I know has a need, I'm out there. But McHenry County is definitely where I call home, and we love it here.
Yeah, and I can attest to that. You have listings literally everywhere. And really quick, a side note, I know you just mentioned Morton Grove, and you and I had a chance to talk about a little bit before this actual call, and I didn't know that you had lived in Morton Grove. One of my very first jobs was at a place called Magical Mystery Tour. I don't know if you remember that place, but I think it's long since gone, and a 16-year-old version of myself got paid to demonstrate magic tricks, which I'm still into, like weird side note into how big of a nerd I am. But like that was one of the coolest jobs I've ever had. What I want to get into is how you just exploded. Can you tell us about your decision to upgrade to KW from your previous brokerage?
An upgrade is the perfect word. So I wasn't getting what I needed from my previous agency. I came in with, a good, strong legal background, paralegal for 15 years. So I knew contracts, I knew negotiations, everything, that a realtor should know. I was able to, I knew how to do it, but I just could not handle the stress from owning a business. Or I needed emotional support, really. So I thought I could get it at KW, but I wasn't sure until I started, and everybody has gone above and beyond my expectations now. My numbers show how great I've done in just 1 month of switching over. So I'm looking forward to where I end up, but I have tech that I didn't have access to before. I've got several humans as support people that will, for different things, that'll answer the phone at any given time, that'll text me back, that are just really helping support me. And I can feel everybody, that everybody actually cares. And that is fantastic. And so I don't know, it's just been the best experience for me. I can't say enough, like, really great things about it. And I'm just really excited for my future, and I'm happy. Like, I was stressed with the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur, and nobody was equipped there to guide me through that, or even just talk to me about it or ask questions about it. So for a while I thought that maybe I was different than anybody, any other realtor, that I was maybe having extreme emotions or extreme worry about it. But after coming to KW, I'm realizing that this happens to a lot of people starting a business, basically. So it's just nice to have all this support and have all these resources. So I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Well, we're excited for you. We're excited to be a part of your story, and we're watching as you're flourishing here. And I think that what it's really echoing is that it's so important who you surround yourself with, right? And it sometimes you're a product of your environment, and that's not to take away from an individual and like their actual ability to do this job. But when it comes to surrounding yourself with people that are correct, right, that are going to help you grow, I think that's where we really shine as a company. I want to ask you, we're on the, I guess some would say maybe the tail end or making our way out of this pandemic that we've been in for a few months now, and you had switched to KW amidst all of this, which is just what a crazy time to make that leap. Can you talk to us about your ability to pivot and what you would lend your success to as it relates to your ability to kind of change with the time and do business?
Yeah, it was a really stressful time for me because switching agencies there's a lot of admin work and learning new things with a new agency. But, I was supported so well through it that even though it seemed like it was going to be the worst thing ever, I was actually really calm when everything happened. So for me, I'm a mom to 3 kids. I'm a single mom, so I'm used to kids being at home, during work hours sometimes. So that didn't faze me. And typically, like I operate really great in chaos. So, this was I went into that mode where I just stayed calm and figured out what was the next thing to do. I right away put an ad out there. I made a little campaign and put an ad out there on social media saying that I offer virtual tours, which, to be quite honest, is something I've always done. I'm really like progressive with social media marketing and, videos and things like that. So I was already offering this stuff. I just needed to show people. Plus, I did go ahead and add a lot of, I got face masks and booties and gloves and put them in individual Ziploc bags so that there would be no contamination. So at my listings, I put safety gear in place. And with my buyers, I ensured even new clients that I was meeting, I would have a Zoom conference with them and then let them know that, if they're sick, they should stay home. But if they are able to come out, I will, require them to wear this protective gear, which they loved and they were receptive to. So I didn't skip a beat with showings. If I didn't have school for the kids, I took them and put them in the car with their iPads and, locked them in the car for a little while with their big brother, and I showed a house. So I don't know. For me, I definitely shine when panic is ensuing. I will be the person that will stop and be able to think. And that's perfect for when I was a paralegal. It's perfect for now as a realtor because every day deals are falling apart, or, for as many as you have that go to the closing table, nobody knows that you probably have just as many that are falling apart that you're trying to fix on a daily basis. So.
Right. Yeah. What people see as a realtor, right? What they perceive you to be and what you're doing is really just, we call it the iceberg effect, right? It's really just the very top. When
right.
Else that's happening is
right. Just the just sold posting on Instagram maybe is all they see, which is exciting though. But yeah, there's so much more to this job, and I absolutely love it though.
Yeah. And for me personally, to speak to somebody that is progressive with technology, that's personally exciting because that's part of my role here at KW, right?
Yeah.
And to hear you doing virtual tours before they even had rolled out the ability for people to essentially select which form of virtual tour they want now with the KW app. If you're watching this and this is news to you, go check out the KW app, go download Sabrina's app, and you can actually request virtual tours from Sabrina and then ask her to either do that on Facebook or do that on Zoom. It's really great, so check that out.
My app.
Yeah, it's super cool. But Sabrina, what I want to ask you next is, you know, as you're flourishing and as like we're watching you grow as a realtor and doing what we can to support you, what are you personally loving so much right now about being a realtor in this time?
Man, it's like, I love my job. I love the people. I cannot believe that I was cooped up in a corporate office for so many years. Um, I get the privilege of being like hyper focused on my clients' lives. And people are usually moving for like life reasons. So I get privileged to what those life reasons are. I get to be part of their joy. Sometimes, a couple of sellers, I recently had a lot of anxiety throughout it, but like I get to be part of their family. Um, I get to keep them calm through the chaos. I feel, valued because I know I'm doing a good job and I'm usually getting great feedback for it. That does something for you too. It's probably the mom in me, but it's really it's the people and feeling like I'm helping people, and getting to connect with them. Cause in ordinary life, you don't like most people don't get to connect with as many people as I do on a daily basis. So it's just forcing me to be present every day. And I don't know, when we're present, like there's so much hope. So I think real estate has been a game changer for me in my life. Like I'm hopeful.
Love hearing that. Yeah, it's the thing about real estate I think that we're reminded of over and over again is that we're helping people and we're being their advocate during a very sensitive time. I mean, you're literally handling their single largest investment. And to your credit, I think the reason why you've done so well is because you're able to personally connect with people and be authentic and be real with them and share with them that you're going to hold their hand through this entire process and that they can trust in you to make sure that everything's going to be done correctly. So
Yeah.
kudos for that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I love that. I love when I can connect with somebody like that and gain their trust.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if anybody would like your help, Sabrina, how could they best get in contact with you? Email, phone number? What's the best way to reach you?
You can reach me everywhere. I'm all over social. My phone number is everywhere. So you can go, Sabrina Costa Homes is my Instagram handle, my Facebook handle, also my website. You can just give me a call on my cell or text. The number is everywhere if you Google Sabrina Costa, and I will usually respond back to you within the hour.
Perfect. Well, Sabrina, thank you for joining us today. This was so insightful. Thank you for sharing your experience and for joining the KW family. I know we're excited to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much for talking to me. You've been great. You all have.
Yeah, well, we're happy to be a part of your story. For everybody here at Keller Williams and everyone here at LimeLite, where we feature local realtors that live and work in your neighborhood, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.